Hello and welcome back to Orwell. Last time we had a nice little knowledge bomb dropped mostly about Harrison O'Donnell, where we had a lot of information about how he left the Thought group and also blocked most of the pages on the Thought websites. Right now, what we need to do is, it appears we have a couple new messages for Harrison O'Donnell that we need to look at. I'm currently accusing him of having blown stuff up, but you know, you gotta do it. Security warning, unrecognized access to your account. Oh no. No, they noticed that we were connecting to their account. Oh jeez. We should have known that O'Donnell of all the people would figure out that we were like snooping. Your FTBN online bank account was just used for an unrecognized device, unrecognized operating system, browser, and location. Don't recognize this activity? Review your recent used devices in your FTB online banking account. If we are unable to determine whether you've used this browser or device with your online banking account before, this may occur when you sign in for the first time on a new computer. Okay. Or in the case of somebody else accessing your account. So he now knows that we are snooping on us. That is not a good thing. Unknown person. Knock knock, Harrison. Seems I caught you pants down on that little page of yours. Confused? Why, that's fine. You don't know me, and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I know, what you know about what this little group of yours did, you would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? Well, that was a really poorly written little paragraph there, actually. This guy needs some form of proofreader. I know he's like a super secret, like clandestine hacking group, but you gotta make sure that your message gets across, like on a legitimate scale. I mean, these guys look just straight up amateurish right now. This is terrible. So the Righteous Hacker Initiative will expose all information I got on you. Oh. He's being blackmailed by Initiate? Well, I would be very interested in having all of that information if you don't mind. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the Gov, but I will do what I must, so give me one good reason not to do it, and I might reconsider. Oh great, now there's a hacker involved in all of this. I mean, we're basically hackers, pleb, okay? There's already a hacker involved in this. It's just a new one. Because the situation wasn't bad enough as it is, I wonder what this is about. I would very much wonder. Those bombs might carry your name tag as being blackmailed by Initiate about suspected involvement in the Bontham bombing. Okay, his reply. This is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a damn good reason not to call the cops? I'll give you 3. You hacked my site. Okay. I don't get what you want to have found out about me. True, our protests didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that this is hardly my fault. What I wanted is all in my blog. Oh, not aboard about bombing people. Well, I will be the decider of that one, so, you know. I'm the wrong person to be messing with. Leave my page alone, roll it back, okay. For your own sake, I hope it wasn't you who broke into my bank account, else you're neck deep, even more than you already are. Okay. That was actually us. I'm sorry, Harrison O'Donnell. On the other hand, given that he now thinks that it was this hacker who actually succeeded at breaking into his account, I feel a lot better about the whole situation of him actually knowing that someone broke into his bank account. That is quite nice. The national opinion, shut the Pargesian border. What the heck is a Pargesian border? Oh, hey, Harrison O'Donnell, how you doing? You look a lot worse in this picture than you did in any other picture I've seen of you so far. They really should have gone with this one for you. I mean, this one was pretty good. You look pretty slick in this. Jeez. Okay, I'll go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Pargs. Now, will you? Okay, the Pargs. There's a relief thing. Watergate's family is doing relief in the Pargs. And that's been on the docket for a little while. There were some riots in that area about what was it? Open borders, I think it was. We can actually check. I think it's still here. Do we have any? Oh, that's the Triflith. Is Triflith in Pargs? Peace it is. Okay, this is where the peace negotiations broke down. It's clearly a very dangerous situation there, but, you know, we do what we can. Take a look at Triflith, for instance. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation will let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Pargesians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks to blah, 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 blah. Okay, I see how it is. It's like a Middle Eastern uprising thing. And we're America, imposing our own will upon other nations who never asked for it to begin with. But at the same time, you know, we are trying to end the combat to an extent. Safety of any citizen is the utmost importance. That has been the party's premise ever since 2009, and ever since it has been working like a charm. Supports government position. I don't think that's the case. I think he's just writing that in the TNB because he basically has to. But I do remember perfectly well, though my name isn't Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows, maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Fairview or Bonton. Oh, predicts assault. Oh, Harrison O'Donnell, that's not looking good for you. Yes, I read the article. That was strange indeed. And with the bombings now, yeah, no, that was not a good move, Harrison. Not a good move at all. Did something change on her timeline? Oh, check it out. When I heard about Stelligan this morning and that 2 people have been killed, I felt devastated, but I felt responsible. I have spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized a peaceful protest at the Stelligan campus. Plan to protest at Stelligan in conflict with one data chunk. Oh, why does there have to be so many conflicts with data chunks? I like pulling data chunks over into this little area. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. I mean, I'm sure I'm doing something. Ooh, we can leave a message. Can we actually leave a message? Oh, I guess we can just look at all of the messages. We should probably check out what he has to write first. Hell yes, it is happening. After years, my plan is taking shape. It even has a name, Thought. Finally, a counterpart to the radical reigning of totalitarian surveillance, and I'm glad to have a capable companion in this, one who has come up with the best ideas. Okay. Any information here? Okay. What the heck? Run around naked, eat chocolate pudding from a diaper, insult your mom on timelines. It's mind-boggling how anything, no matter how mundane, will generate attention these days. It's actually kind of true. So long as it's not actually a thoughtful thing that's being done, it will make a lot of attention. But if it makes you think in the very slightest, you gotta be turned off to that one, because having to question the very existence of nature is not exactly the most nice thing to have to do. I say with a strong note of sarcasm, as I realized after having said that I actually put no tone of sarcasm on it to begin with. Oh, that dry sarcasm that's so dry that no one can even tell that it's sarcasm. That's not the best. Already got a nice plan of my own. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy the friggin' elitist university, Stelligan, and that's for sure. Planned to occupy Stelligan University. I bet we could scare them into submission. Interesting. I've grown really fond of the idea of starting a band, maybe called them the Enemy of the State or the Most Wanted, blah, blah, blah. I already live in a trailer anyway. Oh, you live in a trailer? How nice, Harrison. Yeah. He lives in a trailer. I just kind of feel sorry for him. Oh, come on. Can you please get more stereotypically antisocial? No, I think he's the worst. What is this? The perfect safety of the individual is our ultimate goal. We have stated so before our election in 2009, and we will stay true to our promise. So that's the state's remarks on safety. These words came from the glorious majesty herself, Sir Catherine de la Cruz. Lady Security, this is very morning, okay? I cannot even find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plan is. So he doesn't like the governmental position. Oh, that's a hard one, because this was back in 2013, and it's 2015, or 16, or 17? When did he write this? When did he write this? 2017. That's what? 3 years? I can't even remember when this one was. This one was 2013. So that was like 4 years difference. Oh, let's turn on our brains for a second and think, what do people value most these days? Freedom, of course. The freedom to say stupid things on the internet, to choose between 1 trillion cell phone brands, freedom to walk. If safety is what everyone is longing for so much, go lock yourself up in a barn. Because taking risks is part of living life, you idiots. Oh, very choice words. It's true, though. Very, very much true. So long as said taking risks is not on the level of, like, I don't know, jumping out of a plane without a parachute. But then again, if you actually have the idea of jumping out of a plane with a parachute, I will say go for it, because you probably have something wrong in your head, and you're probably going to do something similar anyway. So, I mean, you might as well do it on your own terms, you know? Just saying. I'm telling you, the next step that the government will take will be to stop citizens from doing things before the thought has even popped into their heads. We don't have mind reading yet, Mr. O'Donnell, but we are working on it, and as soon as we have the mind reading capabilities, we will certainly be stopping you before you do anything. Because even thinking of a crime is enough to get you jailed for said crime. Thank you very much. Minority Report, anyone? That is actually exactly what I was thinking about. Literally Minority Report. Good job, O'Donnell. You got me down pat. Thus, there will be no more freedom to choose, no freedom whatsoever. This is a dangerous pitfall, seriously. Should we go with that? There's still one more unknown conflicting data chunk. We're gonna have to wait and see what we got here. Okay, we got the alias man. The government is scanning all the websites for potential threats. I mean, not all the websites, just the websites that you're strictly connected with. Come on now. I really like what you're doing here. I can relate to you being fed up with the government so much. We must act now. Want to meet sometime, Hancock? Who is that? Tommy Y? Ooh, what's this? Goldfells? By pure coincidence, I stumbled upon your website. Frankly, your thinking and your attitude to get other people think alike left quite an impression on me. I'm looking for people willing to join a debate club called Thought. And I think your presence could really liven up the discussion. Okay, so Thought was originally a debate club. Originally. What it may or may not have turned into is questionable. I feel a little confused now. Shut up, pleb. Look, we're working through it. Is this Thought a blog, an activist group, or a debate club? Perhaps all three? I mean, why can't it be all three? I mean, it's a debate club, which then got a blog and then started blowing things up? I don't know. I mean, that seems like a pretty standard evolution of groups to me. I mean, at some point, every group has to start blowing things up, right? No? Right? No? Okay. Your articles suck, lol. You should go write poetry instead. Huh. Okay. Whatever you say, boy. Oh, I gotta love internet trolls. What is this? Campus Life Online Debate Club Invitation? When is this? 2015? Dear readers, I would kindly like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club called The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can best be made aware of a topic in the age of information overflow. First, we will brainstorm and discuss various options, then, dependent on participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research. The Thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday night at 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at Cafe Chestnut Complex D on Stelligan University. Oh, very interesting. We have a blog. We've already been to that blog. Huh. That's a dank meme, Rob107. Dank memes, bro. Debate club, ain't nobody got time for that. Good for you. If I find time after work, I might come around. Okay, law student, Debbie R., whatever you say. We will have a wonderful guest, Hancock. Hancock. There's no D in his name. I need to stop putting the D in his name. It doesn't exist. Jeez. I'm not a student, only here for self-improvement. Oh, what is this? At concerned one. Wait, what did he say first? I'm not a student, only here for self-improvement, but the topic really piqued my interest. Am I able to join? My name is Nina, by the way. And this is Hancock returning the statement. Probably actually Hancock, we just have to guess that that's the case. Let's be honest with one another, shall we? The first few sessions were not exactly full, aka empty. So yeah, last thing Abe and me are going to do is give up hope. So we would be glad if you would drop by next Thursday. It doesn't matter who you are. We don't care whether or not you're a Stelligan. I'm not, just a guy with ideas who maybe is lucky enough to realize some of them soon. So Nina, you will be very welcome here at Thought. Recruited Nina into Thought. Who the heck is Nina, and did she actually at any point come into Thought? Because we're just assuming that Nina actually showed up there. Nina, so there's another member we haven't heard of yet. I mean, that's probably the case. There's probably a few of them. I always assumed that. These were just, like, the head people. I will request clearance to make her a target. We got a green light. Oh, good for you, pleb. Thanks, pleb. I mean, quite frankly, I know nothing about Nina. It's a small problem. She does have a username of Concerned1, which seems quite useful. What a strange alias name. I mean, I have a stranger one, pleb. Come on now, Vinrafel, what do you want about? That is a much stranger alias. Jeez. Oh, where can we go from there? The Thought. We got new information there. Oh, is it gonna hack us again? I don't want to get hacked again. I don't like getting hacked again. Oh. Anyway, before we get hacked again, I will say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we're probably going to be hacked because, you know, I guess things like that just happen to us. It's just how life goes. But anyway, until then, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.